This year we had a record number of submissions, and in our shorts we had 700 short supply. We picked 85. It is our strongest year for shorts ever, and this is one of my very favorite programs, and partially because I think the quality of the shorts that you're going to see, there's three, these are a little bit longer, that's why it's Okie medium shorts. They're about 30 minutes each, thereabouts, which is a little longer than some of our stuff, but they're all awesome. And what else is great about them is that they're all made by Oklahomans, and every one of those Oklahomans have been in our festival before. And our goal as a festival is to help people groom as filmmakers and to grow in their careers and to feature the work of as many people as possible to different audiences. And so we are thrilled to have returning filmmakers. The three movies you're going to see, Dancing in the Chamber, is Sean Barfield and Chris. They won the Trail Dance Film Festival Audience Award with this film. They're awesome. They worked on my own movies. Sean did the special effects. He and Melanie did the special effects in the movie that I finished. And I think that that's kind of indicative of what happens here, that a lot of films that you're going to see are filmmakers that are working on other people's projects as well. Brent Green, this is his fourth film here, and it's astounding. It's awesome. He does very, very challenging pieces, and I think both of Dancing in the Chamber and Running Deer, they're challenging movies. They've picked challenging topics to explore, and they're using film to do that. And we are thrilled when we have people that are taking strong choices. And if you think it's not hard to make a gas chamber movie at OCCC, you're incorrect. The one in the middle is a little bit lighter. It's 140 characters, a documentary about Twitter. Brian Beasley, who is the filmmaker, is awesome. He's a great friend of the festival. He did an Alan Hauser documentary a few years back. He's actually out of town, so he's the only one that won't be a part of the Q&A, but he will be here. We're showing all these again on Sunday, so tomorrow at Harkins at 5. So once you see these, you're going to love them. Go tell your friends and tell them to come on Sunday. Without further ado, enjoy the show.
I'd been looking for something to shoot in Oklahoma, and I'd run cross country as a high school student, so I was, just trying to explore a story, and I thought it'd be interesting to do it from a Native American point of view. So we have been, this is the fourth short we've created where we've gone into kind of different communities and tried to highlight, a positive side of that community. So we shot a film in Colombia, Tokyo, and we shot one in South Africa. So I was wanting to do one in the U.S. and it only fit to do one here in Oklahoma. So Jeff, my producing partner, he and I wrote this script together, and so that was kind of the concept, And so I'd been looking for something that I could do that could mix Native American culture with the running culture. So that's how we developed that story, and it's a narrative that we wrote ourselves based on research and some true stories about real runners.
For Dancing in the Chamber, that is my capstone project for the Oklahoma City Community College film and video program. I had been watching all of the capstone students before me and seeing how difficult it is to complete a project like that. And so I gave myself one rule as I was working into my capstone was do not do a period piece. That was the one rule I gave myself. And so I'm preparing myself for a modern story, and I come across a story online, and I was immediately intrigued, and I was like, well, I better run this past my wife. She's always the voice of reason, and if she says yes, then I can go for it. If she says, Sean, you're biting off too much once again, then I know to pass on it. But I showed it to her, and she was like, yeah, let's do this. So we spent, I think, 9 months in pre-production. We had 6 sets, 4 built on the soundstage at OCCC, and then we converted 2 over during production. 4 days of production and 1 day of pickups. And then about a little over a year in post-production. So. Well, the budget was about $4,000 during the screenwriting process. As soon as we finished the script, we managed to get it into the hands of the Jewish Federation in Oklahoma City, and they gave us a $1,500 grant for it. So, but we ended up with grand total fundraising $4,000. But of course, we also had access to all of the equipment from OCCC, which was tens of thousands of dollars worth of production for us. So.
Yeah, so for us, when we started Toy Gun Films, we always had distribution in mind. So with short films, they can be challenging to distribute. especially if it's not like a school project or a capstone project. So what we did was we worked with an organization called One Hope, who distributes our films on a grassroots level. So they use it to do values education. So that's our main distribution model. So with our first film, Intus Manos, they've shown it to 6 million people in Latin America through school programs, individual screenings held at people's houses. So they have a vast network that work with different people. So that's kind of how we justified creating these bigger budget, long format shorts. And then what we do is just kind of a bonus is take it on the film festival circuit. So we really have a built-in distribution model up front. So they're doing the same as the other projects. So then we just take it on the film festival circuit for a year just to kind of get the word out here. And then we'll release them online. A couple of them our shorts are on iTunes, and then eventually we just put them up on Vimeo so people can watch them for free. So that's really our model, is that we had a built-in distribution model with this organization that uses the film.
And for dancing, it's very similar. We are going to release it online. We're doing a 1-year festival run. But there's also additional routes as well in terms of education. There's places that have asked us, schools-wise, that want to be able to show it and have access to it, and other museums and such are interested in showing it as well. For this one, we cast through the school. We did not use any casting agencies or anything like that. We just held auditions at the school, Craigslist even, and things like that. And then also, there's a filmmaker here in Oklahoma City, Mickey Reese, he cranks out features in a 7D, and he's an amazing guy. He's got a great group of actors built up around him. He's just got this whole herd of actors that he works with. They're all fantastic. And so I snagged a few of his.
And for us, we use Chris Freihofer, who's here. Raise your hand, there you go. So he really helped us round up all the local talent, which everyone but 3 people. And then he also helped us approached Boo Boo, who plays the lead. He's actually in the Twilight films. He just finished filming on the new X-Men movie. He signed a 3-part deal, so he's in all the X-Men films. And then Koryanka Kilcher, she was in Terrence Malick's New World. She played the female lead. So those 2 we just approached directly through their managers, and then Chris really helped us round everyone else up. And John Proudstar, he had worked on Barking Water. He played Tyler's dad in the film. He's from Arizona, and so he came in, and then everyone else was local, and we, Chris guys up. The posters you can download as a PDF on the website, runningdeerthemovie.com. We also have a Facebook and Twitter. And so all the material we make available through that site, so you can download them and post them. And we have a couple different posters, but runningdeerthemovie.com. Shot a day at Lake Thunderbird. We shot a day at Guthrie, 2 days at Camp Shiloh in Oklahoma City, and then or 2 days at Thunderbird. Yeah, so 6 days total. But yeah, Guthrie, Arcadia, Lake Thunderbird, and Camp Shiloh were our locations that we used. For me, it was just great to shoot at home. I got my family and friends got to come out to set to see the production happen, and then we also have our main production office, Toy Gun Films. We office here in Oklahoma, so we've been shooting Tokyo, Colombia, so people never really been able to come out and see what we do, and it was great to do something so close to home. And then also to work with deadCENTER's been a huge support. This is my 5th film to have here, and then also the Oklahoma Film Commission office, they helped us as well, and they've actually helped us on this film, and then they pre-qualified my next film, which will be a feature I'm shooting in the fall. So it's just great to come home and work with everyone. We just had a great reception, so it was awesome.